درود بر همه. من قصد سخنرانی ندارم چون حقایق و همدردان گرامی من به شیرینی و با زبان شیوا بیان کردم. اینجا مزاحم وقت شما شدم برای اینکه اعلامیه‌ای که آقای صادقی به فارسی خوندن به انگلیسی برای کسایی که فارسی نمیدونن یا نمیخوام بدونن میخونم. سعی کردم در این تغییر زبان نهایت امانت رو به خرج بدم. به هر حال اگر کم و کسری بوده باید ببخشید. On the 4th anniversary of the 177 innocent victims of PS752 flight, who were the most lovers and loves of human beings, their noble nation of Iran. On 8th of January 2020, time stopped for us by shooting down civilian aircraft in the tense war situation, murdering all the civilian passengers on board. The number of reasons for this systematic and pre-organized intentional action to shoot down the plane and massacre our loved ones are numerous. Hundreds of key questions of which remain unanswered that will be exposed over time and in future. We would like to recall a few illegal actions taken by the Islamic Republic after the disaster they caused. One, from the very early hours of downing of the aircraft, the work group of security team deployed from Parchin, which was the headquarters of General Hajizadeh, who was one of the main perpetrators of this crime, in coordination with the commander of the West Tehran Police Force, Sardar Khancherli, and Abedzadeh, the head of the Civil Aviation Organization, using the inability and indecisively the director of General of Air Accidents, Reza Ifar, turned the crash site over with loaders and bulldozers and destroyed all traces of crime, which was absolutely required for successful, correct investigation. According to the testimony of 31st of January 2023 hearing, they had orders to do that. 2. For 3 days, by publishing lies in IRIB, the cause of crash declared technical defect and trying to deceive public opinion. After the 3 days of denial, they were forced to confess the truth. The truth of downing of the plane by IRGC for Tour 1 missile and prepared the unintentional human error scenario and project for investigation and hearing purposes of the military, judiciary, prosecutors, and judges. This unlawful and unrealistic process continued until the marital court verdict was issued. 3. Due to the illegal interference of extrajudicial and unaccountable authorities, discovery of truth, transparency in investigation, and lawful judgment could not be attained, particularly considering the unwillingness and inability of the military court to carry out a right investigation, collecting evidences, and lawful trials. In addition to those, the military judgment system did not have ability and courage to prosecute the commanders and higher-ranking authorities involved in this crime. due to the involvement of the active political will motivated to keep them safe from prosecutions. The military judiciary system basically could not and had not willingness and ability to carry out free will, without bias, and lawful independent prosecutions and trials of the peoples involved in the crime due to their affiliation to the same system of the army. We believe that this was contrary to the goal of justice and fairness, and for the same reason we extradited our complaint after 16 stages of the so-called trial. In fact, we came to the conclusion that the expectation of transparency, justice, and independence of the verdict from the military court was invalid and unattainable. We reached to the conclusion that this disaster, with such national and international dimensions, required to be judged as per Article 7 of the 1971 Montreal Convention in an independent, impartial, competent authority with the attention and clear direct involvement direct involvement of scientific, technical, and legal experts with due process principles and rules, and publicly in presence of free journalists. We now believe that A, according to paragraph 2 of Article 15, paragraphs A and B of Section 1, and paragraph A, B, and C of Article 17 of the Rome Statute, the supplementary jurisdictions of the International Criminal Court in the investigation of this case is evident, certain, and unavoidable. B, the government of Ukraine, who already accepted the jurisdiction of the court without reservation of time, is urged through its international judicial authority to make an international complaint against the perpetrators and orderers of the Ukraine airline disaster, as per paragraph 2 of Article 12 of the Rome Statute, which provides and supports such lawful action of confirming that if the act is committed on the territory of that state, or if the offense is committed on the ship or aircraft of the country in which the ship or aircraft is registered. We don't forgive, we don't forget.